Hey guys, Aunt.
Hi, it's Vanessa.
And we're slaying this. Damn, we're off to a great start. Hey guys, it's Anthony.
Hi, it's Vanessa. And we're slaying the scene.
So, a lot of people have been asking me, and you in particular, being the huge Mariah fan that you are, about Mariah Carey's newest album titled Me. I Am Mariah, the Elusive Chanteuse. And they've been asking specifically, like, what are your thoughts on the album? What songs do you like? What songs you don't like? Talk about what's going on in your world as it pertains to Mariah. So I've given some of you guys my thoughts on Mariah, and the Lambily has been a little bit annoyed with me.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I'm just gonna talk about the album for me.
Okay.
And then you can talk about for you. Oh, wait a minute. So I bought the album. Okay, so I'll be honest. I illegally downloaded the album, but then I bought it because I do support Mariah's music. So I definitely bought it. And as a fan of Mariah Carey since 1990, since Vision of Love, a lot of you guys can't say that. So, you know, to my credit, I'm a senior lamb.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was a great effort. I like where she was going with this. I like that the sound is more mature. It's giving me some old throwback Mariah, but it's got some new components to it. And I overall enjoyed the album. But I just feel like there's something missing here. I feel like almost like she's trying too hard to maintain a persona that isn't really her, and that she's created to kind of shield herself from the reality of the situation, which is she's getting old, her voice is not exactly what it used to be, and there are new bitches running the scene right now, slaying the scene if you will, like Ariana Grande, that can sing their asses off and are constantly being compared to Mariah. So I feel like she's doing what she can to maintain some level of relevancy, but I'm not sure that it's working out. And clearly, based off of the first week album sales of 58,000, which abysmal considering Mariah's legendary status, it has me concerned as to what's really going on. So I'm gonna ask you this question as a big Mariah fan, as a big stan actually, who covers a ton of Mariah songs on YouTube. What do you think about the Elusive Chanteuse? And just be completely candid and honest.
I mean, I like it. It's an okay album. Am I crazy over it? No, I'm not. And you guys know I love me some Mariah since day one. You can't tell me nothing about Mariah because I love her. But it's just, you know, these past couple albums, it's not something that I listen to every day, all day, every day, like I would her older albums.
I remember, girl, growing up, you used to put on, I mean, if I heard Music Box from start to finish, especially that one riff in I Am Free, ooh-wee.
Oh my gosh.
Remember that?
Oh.
When you used to play
times,
that song,
right?
I mean, that was legendary. That was legendary shit. Like, we used to play that shit out so much that the CDs had scratches on them and we had to buy the tape.
I miss the old Mariah. I miss the old Mariah music, that kind of music. Like this
but
new, I guess she's trying, I understand she's trying to be down with what's in now, the type of music, but
see, I don't think she's trying to be down with the type of music that's going on, because then she would do that NC top EDM type
but it's
music.
all like, it's all R&B, and don't get me wrong, I love R&B, but I know Mariah for so much more, you know what I mean? Like, her old music is what I miss.
She's not making timeless classic music
exactly
anymore.
Like a lot of the songs, it's kind of like, I want to say really rapping, but there's no
musicality to it.
Exactly, no musicality to it. I can't sing to it. I can't belt out to a lot of it. It's just kind of boring to me.
And when we say that, the Lambily goes on the attack mode,
right,
and I get it because you guys are stans. We're stans too. We get it, but I want nothing.
I know
but the
you
best.
guys can also agree. We miss the old Mariah.
Right.
We want the old Mariah, and out of all her albums, my favorite album of all time would be the Emotions album. I can listen to that all day, every day. I can clean my house in 2.5 seconds with that album. And
see, I live for Butterfly.
I find myself, that's my go-to album. I was listening to it yesterday when I was getting ready.
I loved 1990 to about 2001.
Right
after Glitter.
After Butterfly is kind of where.
Well, no, you liked Rainbow.
Right, but Rainbow is kind of where
where it started to turn.
Right, exactly. So I was like, all right, Butterfly, new music, okay, Mariah, I'm feeling it. And then Rainbow, that's when it kind of started getting.
Heartbreak.
You know, and then kind of after that, like, I can't sit here and name every song on her.
Do you even know the name of the next album after?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Point.
Like, you know,
what it boils down to, Vanessa, is it's not making much of an impact, because what I see her doing is trying to appeal to a younger audience, and what's going on is her core audience, the people that she's grown up with, have grown up with her. So I don't want to hear songs like, boy, oh boy.
Right.
Boy.
So when people, you know, when people ask, oh, Vanessa, you know, sing Mariah, but sing her current stuff.
Like,
I really don't want to. That's why I always revert back to her old stuff, because that's what it is. That's like, what I like. That's what I feel like I can, I feel like I shine.
Yeah, and I agree. I think some of the music is good. I like the music. I feel like where she's missing the mark for me is her image and like her overall persona. This whole darling, can you stop that? It was cute when we first saw it, but now that it's just like, you're not human to me anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I remember watching a Mariah video where she's sprinting across the yard with little kids that can't Mariah. You think Mariah today would be sprinting anywhere?
Remember? Yes.
Like, no, she needs help putting on her high heel shoes.
Yeah, like it's just,
and I love her. I just don't know what she can do now to turn that around. Yeah. And a lot of people were saying, well, you know, J-Lo has that current music. J-Lo is the one doing it, but J-Lo even sold less than Mariah.
Right, and
I just think these people need to go back to what worked for them.
Yes.
Mariah needs to stop doing the hip hop, urban, like, because when I think of Mariah, I don't think ghetto.
Right.
I don't think like overly. I don't know. I think classic diva, adult contemporary. Like, give me
like house music, pop, like that.
And if you're gonna do the pop of today, hook up with whoever the fuck Ariana Grande is working with. Because let's be real,
like even
that's working.
Yes, and her album, you can tell some of those songs is like, okay, you know what I mean? You can sing to those. They're fun. It's not like all R&B. Not that R&B isn't fun, but you know what I mean?
Right. So when you think of R&B music, who do you think of?
When I think of Alicia Keys or.
See, I'm thinking like Faith Evans. I'm thinking.
Oh, okay, old school R&B.
Wyatt. Right?
All right.
I'm thinking of the '90s R&B and the early 2000s R&B that slayed the scene, and now R&B
and even
today,
that music,
right?
You know
Because you think about R&B today, and you see bitches like Rihanna on the R&B charts. Like, why?
Right, like
that's not R&B. Because she's black, she's R&B.
Right.
Huh?
You're so right.
I don't get it. But back to Mariah. I think Mariah Carey is such a gem in a music industry that is a one-hit scene. And what I mean by that is, obviously she stood the test of time, and she has all the accolades in the world. What more must she achieve than die and go to heaven, right?
Right.
But I'm really tired of this darling persona that she's put on, and it's cute for her, but the general masses don't want that.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, that coupled with, you know, her new management under Jermaine Dupri, which I don't know what his managerial style is. All I know is that he's making excuses, and the Lambily is attacking, which y'all need to stop it.
Yeah.
He made a point saying that a lot of artists start off really slow with album sales, and then what happens is they put out a single, it gets really hot, it goes off. I don't see that happening for this project. Really? What I was saying was, we love Mariah Carey. We have to just repeat that, you know, we stand for Mariah Carey. I will always support everything she does.
Always.
My whole thing with her is, if she wants to get back to being human anytime today, that would be great for me. So I feel like people will respond more.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because
I'm still hoping. I'm hoping that.
And she gave us some hope though on the emancipation of Mimi.
Right. Like right. And I was listening to that album today. I was scrolling through, you know, my iPod, and I was listening to that album and that song "Mine Again."
Sing it, bitch. Like, sing. Let these kids hear it how it should.
That to me kind of screams old school Mariah. Yes. You see how she tries to, but give me a whole album of that. I want it. Yeah. I'm hoping. I'm still hoping that these next, you know, one day, that album is just gonna be.
I mean, this album, Elusive Chanteuse, is nice. It's cute.
Yeah.
But ooh, can I ask you a question?
I feel like I've heard it before.
But can I ask you a question? Who do you know at 3.5 years old? Follow me here. Who do you know at 3.5 that could draw a self-portrait and write me, I am Mariah? Because at 3.5, what was I doing but crying because I wanted milk?
Number one. Number two, my son couldn't even spell his name.
Right.
So
I couldn't write my name until I was 5, 6 years old.
I don't even know if he knew what letter his name started with, let alone draw me
a self-portrait with the mold and butterflies and flowers and shit.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm sorry, but I'm having a really hard time believing that that's true.
Mariah.
I'm gonna go with maybe 5, 6. No, 6, 7 years old actually.
Yeah, I would say even later than that.
Because that's a really detailed
That
portrait.
was like you gave me like.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like.
But can I also say one more thing though? I started listening to this maybe around the Emancipation era, where her riffs were being auto-tuned. And I don't know if you guys can hear it. I like to think that I have a great ear, and I could hear the runs, especially the whistle runs, they're very electronic. So I don't know what the status is of her actual whistle range where she's in the studio, but however her shit's being engineered and mixed and mastered,
there's no need for that.
Right.
She can do it.
So just, you know, I think you need to reinvent your image, Mariah Carey. And again, we'll support you. You don't have to do anything. I mean, clearly you're there because of what you've done. So who the fuck are we to say anything?
Right.
But at the same time, we're fans and we want to see you succeed even through all this, you know, what's going on.
And we know your music enough to know there's a difference there, and what we miss, what we like, what we prefer. And...
You know, and for the lambs who don't like what we say, I don't care. Like,
sorry guys, it's our opinion.
Right.
You know, we love us some Mariah since day one. Day one. But
we want to see her do well, and I need for certain things to be different in order for this to be successful. I can't deal with the fake persona. I thought that would go away with the kids, but no, it's only intensified. I don't know how I can deal with bad single choices.
Right. That's what I don't understand. When I heard the first single of this album, I'm like, really?
Well, which one? Because you had 18. You had Triumphant, which was a triumphant flop. You had Your Mind Beautiful, which, where did that go?
I didn't even know those were going to be on the new album. I just...
Right. And then can we talk about the nerve of her on the deluxe album to put Memoirs tracks on them and calling them a remix with Mary J and with and with R. Kelly.
Right.
That's,
I
don't. You might have been under contractual obligation, fine, whatevs. But I mean,
it didn't work.
I get very frustrated. I get very passionate because I see a lot of people dog Mariah on the internet for being old and being fat and being this and being that. And you guys have to remember, she is a fucking legend.
Exactly.
She, on her worst day, is better than anyone on their best.
Right.
But that being said, you got people who are twice her age now coming up, slaying the scene. And those are the people that are going to be compared to her. You know? And I see it in your comments to your videos all the time. Stop trying to be Mariah. You should be more yourself. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, Mariah taught all of us how to sing.
Exactly.
Whitney taught all of us how to sing. Madonna taught some of us how to sing.
Exactly.
Shade. But no shade.
I'm not trying to be here. I mean, if you see her in me, well, damn, thank you very much.
Absolutely. But, you know, Mariah's been singing straight for 20-something years. You've been doing this for 20-something years too. And I've been listening to her
since day one, and she is a big idol to me.
Right. But even before Mariah, you've been singing. We've been singing since we were 3-4 years old. So 3-4 years old now, that's 28, 29 years.
Yeah.
So our sounds have changed in the respect that they've matured. But you can still riff, you can still belt, you can still do everything you did when you were 15 years old. And we've got the proof. Check it out on youtube.com/TheVanessaCruz. It's in there. So, I mean, all I have to say is, Mariah, keep doing you if you want, because we love you. But if you want to appeal to your average Joe consumer, go back to the management that you had when the Emancipation was on and popping. Don't be afraid to put in some work. Just be someone who appreciates other people, because that's one thing I didn't touch upon. I feel like Mariah has She's developed this shady character, and a lot of people on the internet live for her shade. And that's fine. But
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think you should become friends with Jennifer Lopez because you guys have a lot in common, especially this newest flop. You guys are women of a certain age with twins. You guys, albeit you got differences in the past, it's time to move past that shit and be friends, you know, or at least be acquaintances. Don't be afraid to collaborate with other female vocalists. I would love to hear Mariah Beyonce collab.
Right.
The internet would drag it, but who gives a fuck? You guys are Mariah and Beyonce.
Exactly.
I would love to even hear Mariah J-Lo collab. I mean, I'm not sure how that would sound.
Mariah, Ariana Grande.
It could be a mother-daughter type deal.
I mean, that would be so dope. And I
So
know that Mariah
dope.
don't like that Ariana's being compared to her, but you need to face the fact. She's the new you. She will. She is.
She may not have the album sales, because
Right.
let's talk about it. Mariah's flops are more than Ariana's complete discography.
But Ariana, man, she is.
The bitch is slaying it
She
right now.
is. I mean, I can't. I'm so jealous of that.
And
voice.
she's not afraid to collaborate with a Jessie J, who can clearly sing.
Right. Like.
But she's secure in herself, and I see Mariah as someone who has to, and this goes back to the whole Nicki Minaj thing on American Idol. Mariah has to go back to her resume, has to go back to what she's done to stack up against newer bitches. And that's fine, you can do that, but be secure in your shit and know that you don't really have to do that to shine. Just, you know, just be personable, be relatable, mentor people.
And right, and that's, you know what, I've never heard her collab with anyone that's a singer besides the song
Trey Lorenz, I'll Be There.
No, the newest. Well, I won't say the newest.
Oh,
one,
but with guys, she collaborates with guys.
Right, but and I've never seen her collab with a girl,
Well,
and not a
she
rapper.
did Mary J, but that was lame.
Oh, what song was that?
It's a rap. It's a rap. She did it with Mary J.
But a single.
Right.
Like a single.
I don't
No,
understand.
it's probably a song in her album that got lost in the sauce because, again,
because it was too mature and too old school to like slay.
Give me a single with a female singer, not a rapper,
right,
as a single.
I don't want to hear any more rap collaborations.
Yes, over it. Over it.
Mariah, can you get it together, please?
Give me a Boy It's Mine. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Boy It's Mine.
With J-Lo.
With J-Lo.
Could you imagine? This flop is mine. I don't mean to call her a flop. I mean, Mariah's not a flop. Her latest effort is a commercial flop. I'll be honest, and you guys can hate on it if you want. I don't give a fuck. Talk about me, talk about everything on me. I don't care. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we need to be honest because that's what we do. Yeah. So, Mariah, if you want to step out of flopdom, be relatable, consistent, great music, hook up with writers that are successful today, and it's okay to do the EDM thing. Just do your spin on it.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like,
and let me see you in a t-shirt and jeans and flip-flops, please.
and now I'm gonna dress in the middle of Central Park, walking a dog with no makeup.
Exactly.
Taking pictures of mothers on the street, like.
Right.
I can't. I don't even know what else to say. Like, I think we've said all we can say.
Yeah.
We love the Butterfly album. We love the Emotions album. Like, bye, y'all. So, thanks for watching our video about Mariah Carey. I know a lot of it is very hard to digest given that she's such a major influence on both of our lives and a lot of you guys that are watching lives as well. I know you guys, some of you guys feel the same and some of you guys may disagree. But feel free to share this video with anyone that you know. And we're okay if you want to debate us in the comments below. Make sure you put your questions or your critiques in the comments below, but just be nice. Yeah. You don't have to attack our personalities. You don't have to attack us and how we look or what we say. You will be blocked. Right? So
I'm sure a lot of people might agree with us. They might not say it because they might feel like if they publicly agree with us, they won't be lambs anymore.
Right.
But it is what it is.
You can't take my lamb card away. I've been a lamb since 1990 and you bitches will deal. So please subscribe. Please share this video on Twitter, on Tumblr, on Facebook. Don't be afraid to tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow us on Twitter at Slaying the Scene and also on Instagram at Slaying the Scene.
So as always, thank you guys for all your love and support. We definitely appreciate that. And make sure to be on the lookout next Tuesday for a new video. Bye.
You got me feeling emotions.
Oh wait, that's too high.
You got me feeling emotions.
Deeper than I've ever dreamed of. I can hit the high note. You want to see? Watch. Wait, how do you get to that part?
You're looking into my eyes.
You made me feel so.
And you bitches will deal, and slay the scene, Whoa. You!
I can't hit that high note to save my life.
Bitch.